After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Now, in the year 1973, the world still lies in the heart of this frigid period. The West and East engage in proxy wars to assert dominance, while spies and agents engage in shadowy dealings. And, with the threat of nuclear war, the world always feels close to doomsday. It's as if the whole world is holding their breath, waiting for someone to make the first wrong move. Now.
Hi, welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Good Trouble. We are back with everyone's here.
Yes, welcome.
Well, we'll wait for Dude's gonna be here shortly.
Yeah.
He had an incident apparently. Well, I don't know, but he'll be here in like 15 minutes probably. So don't skip 15 minutes ahead. Keep listening because we're going to begin the session.
Yeah, and it'll all be very plot relevant. Real quick recap. Last time on Good Trouble, we all went to Vasilii's parents' old home, and it was like run down. No one was there anymore. But Vasilii kind of started phasing through the past, and sort of like he was a child again. He could see his father and like the old guards. Meanwhile, we were still in the plane when it like came under attack by a sniper. There was a plane crash. Then we all sort of met together, and we found out it was a rock bug that had sent Vasilii back into his memories or in time. And then because the rock bug had recreated his father was sort of able to rebirth himself, and sort of the sniper was fighting him while the rest of us made our getaway, I believe.
That's right, yes.
And we got the black chrysanthemum that we needed. Or did we get
also,
rid of it?
Chelsea is a bit fucked right now.
Chelsea is very injured, yeah. We gotta shove her in the tube.
Okay, well that's a fantastic recap. Thank you.
Thank you. That's so nice of you to say.
No problem. Anyway, as we begin, it's still the blizzard is still coming down. It's chaotic. It's almost like a sheet of white that's pressing against the entire world. As you're on a jet ski, I believe, making your way away from the mansion. And as has been said, Chelsea is not in a good way. She's losing blood. She's been shot multiple times. She was unconscious, from what I recall, as well.
Yeah,
and
fading in and out, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and you all just headed away. You're pretty much blind in this blizzard. We're gonna say in this forest and in this snowscape. And the only real destination you have right now, from what I recall, was away. And
yeah, because the plane was what was supposed to pick us up, but since it crashed, we're kind of in like question mark territory, right?
Yeah.
We're just like somewhere in China, between the mountains and the ocean, as I believe where Stigma said it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a very broad category, so not much help to you.
Okay, it's close enough to the coastline, but like not literally at the coastline.
Gotcha.
But Dante, you're the one in control of jet ski, of course. Do you have any? What are you thinking? What are you doing?
I mean, Stigma, your character probably is the only one that knows the area. If you know a place where we could like lie low, like a safe place you used to get away to.
That's a good idea. Although, how much visibility do we have right now?
It's very limited.
Very limited. If I say that there is a certain rock formation, he would recognize if he saw it. Would he have seen it?
Good question. So there's a rock formation, basically, that you would know if you saw it.
Yes, perhaps it resembles a bull's horn.
I'll say you do see it there, yes. You see like a shadow of it as you're passing by. Or the vague shape of it in the white.
Driver. Go left. Keep going.
Yeah, I do that, I guess.
Okay, so what is this like place, Vasilii? What is this old place that you know? Tell us about it.
I think that perhaps after about 5 to 10 minutes of snowmobiling, they stumble onto like a derelict shack, almost unusable from age, and with a few holes in the roof, the ceiling, yet somehow it's still intact. It'll be hidden behind a group of trees. Although, given the snow, I imagine it might take a bit to find it.
Yes. So you find this like basically a cabin. Is that right then?
Yeah, yeah.
So you find this sort of nestled in between the rocks, the mountains, the trees, very much hidden. It would seem, almost intentionally so. As described, it's seen some days, it's aged, but it's very much intact. It's at least some form of stable shelter out here in the frozen woods.
If he taps the door, does it just like crumble, or is it sturdier than that? Still,
It's sturdier than that. It opens.
All right.
It opens without like disintegrating, of course.
All right. I think there should be a visible like fireplace.
Absolutely. As you step in, you can see this place. The table is like it's sort of two rooms. There's like a table in this main room, like a counter, like a pseudo kitchen, a very basic sort of supplies, and then there's like a bedroom sort of to sleep. And underneath, like on the floor, there's like a trapdoor. Not a trapdoor, like a cellar door to go down to the cellar. And as you mentioned, though, yes, there is a sort of fireplace with some smouldering soot in it.
When last he checked, was Chelsea like losing body heat from like the bleeding out, or was she like still like a healthy temperature? You know,
She's cold.
the cold,
She's
or...
not doing well.
Okay. Bring Chelsea over there. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Am I like full gone tan, or am I like kind of in and
You're
out?
drifting in and out.
Okay. As I'm coming back up, I'm just trying. Driver's moving me. I put a hand on his arm. I could driver, where are we?
Don't know. You'll have to ask Vasilii.
So that means we're not back. Shit. Okay. Listen, you can get around really fast, right?
Excellent observation.
Shut up. No, but like, you can fly, right?
Something like that.
Okay, listen. If I don't make it, there's something I'm gonna need you to deliver for me. Can I count on you?
Fine.
Thanks. Please tell me that you guys have medicine here or something.
Again, you'll have to ask Vasilii.
Alright, can you put Vasilii on the phone?
Is Chelsea like saying this before or after Vasilii went out the cabin door?
I assume after.
Yeah.
Right, just checking.
Otherwise, Driver would have said, "Hey, Vasilii, come over here and answer this."
Yeah.
Hey, maybe he was on the other side of the cabin.
Okay, well, I'm gonna lie down for a bit. If you could get Vasilii for me when he's back, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, driver, what are you doing in the cabin?
I guess I'm just watching over Chelsea for the time being.
I see.
Can I have Vasilii retroactively do something that probably he should have done, but I forgot to say?
Okay. Yeah. Well, it depends.
I imagine maybe before going AWOL, he looks for like a first aid, an old first aid kit.
Yeah. So you managed to find one. Sort of, it looks like it's been recently used. Actually, it's been opened and some supplies taken out. But you managed to find basic sort of things you would need to stabilize someone.
Bandages, antibacterial cream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I imagine the medicine might be a bit dated, though.
Yeah, but usable is the important thing.
Okay. Wait, you said it's been used? Are there like smudgy fingerprints or something, or?
Well, it looks like it's been opened, some stuff removed, basically.
Okay, and it's not like a like long time ago used, half empty.
It looks
but
recently.
open. Okay.
I imagine there's like spots where there's not dust on it.
Exactly, yeah.
In that case, mind if we go back to present time, present day then?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think with Chelsea's medical situation, like, presumably handled for now, Vasilii goes on like a minute or two walk to another spot nearby the shed. And is there an old, probably rusty axe still embedded in like a stump?
Absolutely there is. How did you know?
Does it look like someone's like removed it from like the place it was lodged?
It does not. No, it looks like it's been there for a good while.
Guess it wasn't you after all. And I think for a moment he thinks about picking up the axe and devolving it, but then he decides against it and he goes towards the trees with just his fists. Without saying a word, just starts punching the wood. He's not even using his stand. He's just punching the wood until his knuckles are bleeding, yelling
Minecraft.
wordlessly.
And then
So
a
you do
block
this.
comes
You
out.
you let loose your rage on the tree, and indeed, as you pull your hands away, finally, your knuckles are bloody and sort of scraped away almost. It hurts just as much from the actual pain as like the cold biting against it. But maybe you've managed to work something out there.
At this point, I think he will actually just devolve his limbs and try and chop a bit of the tree away for firewood.
As you are doing this, by the way, Stigma, Vasilii, even sorry, you do see in the distance this strange light sort of pass through the trees. It sort of reminds you of Driver's Proto-Men, basically, like passing through the woods. And you think, for a second, you hear a familiar voice calling your name and Chelsea's name, but that voice is sort of swallowed by the wind a moment later, and it just sort of fades out of sight and hearing.
I'm getting too old for this shit. And I think after brushing off the blood from his knuckles, so his teammates can't see them, he goes back to the cabin with some firewood.
Okay, so for you two in the cabin, the door opens and Vasilii comes in there with some logs. Some of these logs notes have blood on them, but take that as you will.
Hey, Vasilii, I heard you screaming out there. That's not.
He doesn't comment, he just tosses. It says, catch.
Okay, I guess I just put it in the fireplace.
Vasilii, is that you?
No, it's your father.
That's so fucked up to say. I think that's enough to send her back down.
Wait, did she have some parent thing? I'm trauma forgetting. I thought her son was the trauma.
All sorts of trauma.
Yeah, her dad's dead. It's a whole thing.
Okay, I feel like that's the one she's been least vocal about.
It's I'll explain it later out of session because I don't want to spoil it. One sec.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So for the moment, it's just Driver and Vasilii conscious in this cabin. So what's the plan? What's next moves?
How long do you think the storm will last?
No idea.
Chelsea, you think you can keep holding on?
Chelsea,
She just passed out.
Yeah, she just kind
After you
of...
told her after you told her her dead father is back or something.
Well, it's a common affliction these days.
Yeah, yeah, it's already happened once. Nothing's.
Well, Chelsea sounds like you think I'd allow an impersonation. Like comes out of her hallucination.
As a reminder,
just a graveskeeper.
Yeah.
As a reminder, like we don't have like any like radios or like are good trouble communicators on us, do we?
Even if we did,
You
they probably
personally-
wouldn't go from China to wherever they are, right?
Yeah, you personally don't have anything of that nature with you, but there is an old radio in the cabin. Like a general sort of AM radio.
Okay, okay. Driver, you're good with tech, aren't you?
It's my thing, yeah. I'll
You
see
think
what I
you
can
could,
do with it.
Right, right.
Don't get your hopes up. This thing's looking pretty old.
Is the radio working, Tan?
It's going to take some doing, but you might be able to get this thing going.
Alright, I guess I'll just be working on that then.
Right, okay. And as you are doing this, you do hear in the far, far distance 2 cracks of gunshots, very similar to the ones that poor Chelsea suffered
Fuck.
in the distance.
Fuck. They're not anywhere near us, right? We're not getting like forward sniped.
No, they're not. They don't seem to be aimed at you. Just you can hear them basically.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh, that's probably not good news.
It just never stops, does it?
No.
Driver, you think you can keep the cabin safe?
Yeah.
But I'm heading out.
Alright. Whatever you gotta do.
Once he's gone, Chelsea's eyes suddenly open and she like glances to make sure he's not here. And she puts her hand on Driver's arm. She goes, Driver.
Yeah?
Listen, I don't know what happened, but for a moment there, that didn't look like Vasilii.
What do you...
I didn't want to say anything while he was around, but I don't know how to describe it. It was like this feeling that came over me just for a moment. It passed, but it felt wrong, like it wasn't him. Look, I'm just saying we're isolated. We don't have contact with good trouble. Be careful, okay? Because, I mean, if something happens out here, no one's going to come save us.
It's fine. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm used to not being able to count on the higher-ups.
We can still count on each other, right?
For now.
And she, nods, tries to set herself up. She goes, Driver, I've been meaning to ask you for a while. I know it's a little odd to get personal with coworkers, but, you know, we've saved each other's asses so many times now. But, I mean, what do you do it all for?
At this point, I feel like we're a little bit more than coworkers.
Yeah, we're friends. And I just gotta ask, I mean, why do you do all this?
I just sort of look at Chelsea and then I look at the fireplace. I told you before that I never felt like I had anywhere I belonged or any sense of purpose in life. The feeling is still there, I guess. I mean, it's true that out of everyone here, I have the least personal investment into what Good Trouble is doing. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not loyal to either side of the Soviet Union, but... Or, either side of the Cold War, my bad. But I also don't really care much about the Cold War staying neutral. What am I doing it all for? I guess I'm just still trying to find that sort of purpose. I guess, I don't know, I see this as just another part of my very long trip.
And I know you mentioned you never felt at home anywhere, but don't you ever get lonely like that? I mean, don't you want to, like, go home to something, someone?
Hang on a sec. I like briefly squint my eyes at something. To be honest with you, I don't really... Even my home is just kind of like a distant memory. It's been... God, probably a decade since I've seen my parents. I don't really have much other family to speak of.
You ever thought about starting your own family? With someone? I mean, you and Kay were kind of something, right?
Hey, I thought about it. Yeah. But, with Kay, I guess there's some sort of gap between us right now. I don't think we'll ever be able to get past that. There were some other people I was interested in, but like everything else, it ended up just sort of being a fleeting thing. Nothing really... Not a lot of things really last for me.
I could say the same here. Feels like everything just slips between your fingers, you know? Like sand through an hourglass.
Yeah. One thing I will tell you, though, Chelsea.
Yeah?
I've never had too many friends. Like I said, I don't really feel much attachment to anything. But here, right now, you might just be the best friend I've ever had.
I might just say the same. And you know, if we get it out of all this and we deal with better angels, everything gets taken care of. I'd love to have you over for the holidays. You can be mysterious, cool Uncle Dante. And you can tell my son about all the weird shit I won't want you to tell him. And then we'll laugh about it. You can slip him drinks.
Don't worry, I'll be the worst uncle he could possibly have.
I think he'd like you. He's always an adventurous little guy. He liked running around, meeting new people, seeing new things. That's why I felt bad when we had to put him under protection like that.
Yeah. We'll get through this. Your son will be fine. Of that, I'm absolutely sure.
So, less sentimental news. Do we have any plan on how the heck we're gonna find our way out of here?
Don't know. First, I think we have to deal with this enemy stand.
Right, the sniper guy. Is he still on us?
Either him or something else. You might not notice, but right now, there's something inside your blood, I think.
That's, not good.
Yeah.
I try to summon my Stantan. Am I able to manifest it, or is it like
You can.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay. How's it looking when I look at it?
It looks annoyed. It's sort of mirroring your injuries, but as it normally would, though.
Okay. I had an idea, but I thought it might be really stupid. I wanted to run it by you. I'll be honest, you always seem like you had the best head for this kind of stuff.
Well, it's true that I'm a bit more level-headed than the rest of our group, but I'll be honest with you, sometimes a dumb plan is the best one. Lay it on me.
Oh, hold on, I'm so sorry. One thing real quick. I just gotta check something here. Sorry about that. Oh, my bad. She narrows her eyes for a moment, shakes her head. Right. I was thinking maybe, if this guy has all this range and he can see us out there even in the storm, maybe we have to try something a little more unconventional. I was thinking maybe I could use Ludo to dig a tunnel under the cabin. Once I'm healed up enough, and if we can get far
like
enough.
The Great Escape?
Exactly.
Love that movie.
Amazing movie. Do you think it would work?
Only one way to find out. With enemy stands, there's nothing wrong with experimentation, I say.
Yeah. We'll need someone to test it first, because if we all go through and then he spots us, we'll be trapped. I'll get started on the tunnel as best as I can.
You do that. I'll keep acting like everything's normal.
Perfect. Wait, have you been noticing it too?
Noticing what?
I say this because I trust you, okay? I told you already that earlier, Vasilii for a second didn't look like himself. And just now, a little bit ago when you were speaking, I got this feeling like you weren't being truthful. Like everything in my head was telling me that you were maybe holding something back or lying. But I know you too well, and I know you've always been a straight shooter. I think something is affecting me. I mean, you said at first that there's something going on with me. I think there might be.
It might not just be you.
Really?
Maybe. Well, I remember one of your reports. You had some sort of. Turned out you had some sort of wound or something, right?
Yeah, I still haven't figured that out.
Is it possible that it's attacking us right now?
I guess. I'm still not really sure what it is or how it works. I try to concentrate, Tan. Can I feel it in any way?
You can feel like a presence under your stand almost, like figuratively under it.
Is it doing anything to us?
You can't tell that much.
There's something there, but
it's something that comes from you. It's not something you control necessarily.
I can feel it in the room. It's like it's just below my stand, but I can't tell if it's doing anything.
Can you usually feel it like that?
No, I gotta really think about it. I mean, there was that time when we were back at the... God, it's escaping me. I'm so wounded. The media place.
Right.
I'm so wounded.
I'm so wounded. I can't remember.
Claridad.
Claridad, thank you. There was a time when it just... when we were under the effect of oh my god, what was the big guy's name, Tan?
Mr. Rivers?
Mr. Rivers. When his stand came up, and I thought that Vasilii was the man who killed my husband, there was a moment for just a few seconds where I could feel it. I could feel it. I wasn't necessarily controlling it, but it was like it wanted the same thing I did, and it just lashed out. And then as soon as it ended, it was gone. I haven't been able to control it since.
Right.
I think it's not something I can do consciously like my stand. I think it's something that when I feel a certain way or like when my soul moves, it just does it in response to how I feel.
And how do you feel right now?
Right now, I'll be honest, I feel really fucking tired, Trevor.
Huh. Unless tired can trigger your wound, and I doubt it's that, then perhaps it's some after effect of being shot?
Or maybe it's Vasilii's dad who came back. Maybe he has a weird ability.
Maybe.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna get started on the tunnel for now, but I'll let you know if I get any other weird feelings.
Got it.
And
yeah. Thank you for trusting me enough to not make a really stupid decision.
I mean, you're welcome, but honestly, you've proven yourself more trustworthy than anyone else over these last, God, what has it been, a year? Year and a half?
Huh. Maybe that's true.
Got a good track record. You know, maybe you've never heard that because you're always moving around, but I've been with you long enough to know that you're a pretty good guy, driver. And you're reliable as hell, which is more than I can say about most of the fucks at Good Trouble.
I appreciate it.
Okay. With that, we're going to swoosh over to Vasilii for a little bit here. So you've gone out into the snowy forest, Vasilii. What are your intentions?
You said that he heard gunshots, right?
Yes. There was some cracks of gunshots in the distance, and you can still hear them, almost like fireworks, basically, but very regular. You know, bang, bang, bang.
Do they sound like any gunshots he's heard before?
They sound similar to the ones you've heard earlier today when the plane was getting sniped. So you didn't really recognize them at the time, but thinking back, what you thought were just like loud cracks are definitely gunshots, and that's what you're hearing now.
Can you tell roughly what direction they're coming from?
They seem to be coming from various directions of each bank.
Okay. He's gonna use a Neanderthal arm and throw a rock into the air. Does it get like blown up as soon as it's high enough to be visible?
It does not.
Well, as visible as it can be within a blizzard.
It does not, no. It lands back down, much like SpongeBob on the ice cream truck.
Well, there goes my plan.
You hear another gunshot, and at the same time, a yelp of pain from nearby.
He starts running towards the source of it.
So it takes a little bit of running, but and just sort of getting through this thick foliage and the trees and rocks. It's not very even footing either, so it takes you a bit longer than it should. But you come out into a clearing, and you can see someone has been shot. Someone's lying face down in the snow, blood spreading out in a puddle from their wound. It looks like they've been shot in the leg and the side.
Oh, are they wearing like a coat?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna run over and like turn over her head.
It's Chelsea.
No. This can't be. You're inside the cabin. Hey.
She's unconscious.
Starts shaking her. Wake up.
Chelsea's eyelids weakly flutter open for a second. She's mouthing something, but they soon close, and she goes back into unconsciousness. She's looking in and out.
He tries activating his stand on her, devolving her to like the body of an ancestor who's not currently bleeding to death.
Right. Okay.
I'm not sure that logic holds.
Hold on. I'm going to say we're entering crazy diamond territory again.
Yeah.
I have mentioned this multiple times over the course. Like, it's like a band-aid solution. The moment that ability deactivates, all come
like
back
the
all
Gemini
at once.
world of Good Trouble.
Okay, only I get that.
I don't understand that reference.
Yeah.
Only I, the creator of it, understand the reference.
Teng as a character who can just get rid of his wounds, but then they come back later.
Okay, I mean, you can just imagine it's like cave woman Chelsea.
Okay, cave woman Chelsea opens her eyes.
Fire.
Did she talk like a caveman or?
Fire.
Okay, maybe more like medieval ancestor Chelsea. Okay.
Now she has to speak old English. They
It's
can barely
completely
understand.
unintelligible babble.
What happened? So this is medieval Chelsea.
Chelsea, don't tell me you got fucking amnesia too.
Oh, no. We were on the jet ski. We were going. I don't know where we were going. Something grabbed me. I don't know. Where are we?
We're still on the mission. We never left. You passed out. You blacked out. Someone grabbed you? What do you mean?
They have my face. I don't know.
They have your... He pokes this Chelsea's face.
What are you doing? Ow.
He undevolves her back to Chelsea for a second, and then redevolves her to see if it works.
In what sense? Do you mean see if it works?
What?
Like, it'll go back to Chelsea's regular face for a moment,
Yeah.
right? Okay, just triple checking. Okay. Tell me what you can remember. Someone grabbed you, and then what?
Like
Who took
the
your
hands
face?
came out of the snow, just grabbed me and pulled me off the jet ski. It was so quick. I saw it. I sunk into the snow and I could see like climbing up to take my place. It's like time was frozen. I don't. Shit was weird.
Did it have long, dark arms like a shadow?
Exactly.
I see. Chelsea, can you stand? Well, what?
No, it's fine. Sure, I can. And Chelsea slowly rises to her feet, like in her medieval form. She's like the pain is still making her a bit ginger about it, but she can stand.
All right. Come with me. I think we've got some house cleaning to do.
Hello, dude. Right, okay. And as you two are making your way back to the cabin, we go back to the cabin itself. Chelsea is making a tunnel, isn't that right?
Yes, Ludo is digging a tunnel through the floor and like trying to get further out.
Okay, and Driver, while they're doing that, you were getting that radio fixed. Is that right?
That's right.
So you finally make a breakthrough in this sort of ancient technology, and here it was like you're not quite sure what you did, but it just starts crackling, it starts working. This is outside any sort of mechanical knowledge you have, but it's going good. So you can hear the crackling and vague voices from some sort of whatever it's picking up. Reading me? Are you reading me? This is Neil.
Neil, this is Driver.
Driver. Oh, thank God. What happened? We lost contact with the pilots.
The plane got ambushed. The pilots are dead.
Damn. Where are you now? We've got reports. You're under attack, right?
Somewhere in China. Yeah, we're under attack, alright.
Listen, I've got a report from Kay. There's been some readings. Apparently, you're under attack from something called parasite. Have you noticed anything strange?
Quite a few things.
Right. Beware. I can't say 100% sorry. Readings. They're messing everything up. Are you safe at least? Are you injured?
As far as I know, I'm safe. Chelsea's in bad shape, though.
Okay, I want you to listen carefully and don't be alarmed, alright? Kay tells me that this stand parasite. What it does is it impersonates. I don't know what it's impersonating or who, but you need to be careful, alright?
Got it.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, alright? And we answer honestly. And if the answer is not satisfactory, I'll have to cut off this line. When we first met, what was the first thing you said to me? Just make this all that way.
I asked you what I'd be delivering.
That you did. Okay, at least I know you're you. If you need anything, be sure to get in contact. But to be safe, it's best if you and I are the ones in contact, alright?
Got it.
You need anything, you let me know. Be on the same frequency.
Unless
Got it.
K is the parasite. Womp, womp, womp.
So true.
I can't believe you've the thinged us. We're literally lost in a snowstorm with an imposter creature. Oh my goodness.
Right, okay.
After that, I stand up and I look at Chelsea and I say, "Hey, Chelsea, do you remember that game of pool we played with Masterson?"
The one where he kept saying it was called billiards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Got it. I cross off Chelsea as on the list of people being impersonated.
I remember beating the fuck out of Masterson, yeah.
All I'm saying is I know OOC how you guys can tell it's Vasilii.
What?
I don't know.
Wait, is it Vasilii?
I don't know what he's talking about, but sure.
Is it Vasilii?
I also laugh, but I also don't know. Okay, so, Chelsea, meanwhile, you're making your tunnel. So,
Yes.
I remember there's a cellar, so have you gone down to cellar to, like, begin the structure here?
Did Chelsea know there was a cellar?
Oh, yeah, you saw there's, like, a cellar door when you came
Okay,
in.
yeah,
It's, like, on the
sure.
floor.
She sent. I don't know how it works when you send you a stand outside your range if you can see what they can see or not.
It depends on the stand,
It
usually.
really does depend on the stand, yeah.
My stand,
You're a close range stand, right?
my stand has a range of 15 meters. So once it digs
So
a little bit in,
that's-
I'll have to go down with it. It's about 45.
That's roughly the same as like Silver Chariot, right?
Yeah.
Polnareff couldn't see out of Silver Chariot's eyes.
Yeah, so probably not then. So what I probably tell it to do is I just give it a vague command, like dig in a straight line once you're down in the cellar, and then when it's at the limits of the reach, I'll probably need Driver to help move me downstairs so I can keep digging.
Okay, so are you staying in the main room while you're digging then and just having it do it, or?
Yeah. I just told it to dig a tunnel big enough for a person to fit through in a straight line.
Okay.
I'm also gonna, while we're at it, ping my dead sense if there's anything dead in 15 meters.
So you feel a ping from the basement, like a response to your ping. It seems to be what we recognise as a sort of vague impression of a corpse in the middle of the room.
Driver, are you still there?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm getting a feeling that there's something dead downstairs. Can you take a look for me?
Sure can. I go look for it.
There's nothing there. There's like a very sparsely decorated cellar. There's an empty chair in the center room. There's like storage basically, and the beginnings of the tunnel, but there's no corpse.
Do you have a more precise location for me?
Can I control whatever I feel, Tan?
Usually you can, but you can't seem to get a grasp on this one.
Can I feel its location?
It's in the center of the room, directly in the center.
It should be directly in the center of the room.
And I guess there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. Chelsea, you do feel that it's no longer in the center of the room. It's at like the top of the ladder. It's at the bottom of the ladder on the cellar.
No, it's at the bottom of the ladder now?
Oh,
moving up
good.
the
It's
ladder.
moving around.
Yeah,
I start running for the ladder.
There's nothing there.
Fuck.
Chelsea, it's moving up the ladder towards you.
Okay, it's climbing up. It's coming towards me. I'm gonna have Ludo try and whack it wherever I feel it with the shovel.
Ludo swings the shovel through empty space where you're sensing this corpse, but it doesn't seem to hit anything. And you can hear, Chelsea, you can hear creaking footsteps on the floorboard as this presence moves towards you.
Fuck, it's coming towards me. I try to pick myself up, but I, like, presumably can't. Or I'm, like, stumbling and I fall after a step. Like, fuck, it's coming! I don't know what it is! Driver!
And suddenly, it passes right through your stand, passes through everything in the way. It's right next to you, and there's a flash of lightning. From where there's no storm in that way, but in that flash of lightning, you can see the pale face of your son for a second, staring you in the eye. Before it suddenly vanishes, and that corpse presence also vanishes from your perception.
I start screaming. I'm not gonna actually scream. I don't want to freak my neighbors out.
Vasilii, you and Chelsea are making your way back to the camera when you suddenly hear a scream from inside, a loud scream.
You can tell it. Does it sound like it's Chelsea's scream, right?
It could be Chelsea's scream, but there's a strange undertone to it, almost like two voices screaming at once, like how you'd sound like when you're possessed or something.
He's gonna start sprinting and tell the you know what? I'm gonna call them a Renaissance Chelsea.
Okay.
He's gonna signal Renaissance Chelsea to follow him as he starts like madly sprinting for the cabin.
Okay, as you sprint towards him, you suddenly hear a gasp from behind you as you're reaching the door, and you see that the Renaissance 80s Chelsea has suddenly stopped her sprint. There's a black shadowy hand that seems to have burst up out of the snow and grabbed her by the ankle. She has time to look up at you, go, Vasilii? And it pulls her down into it, and she just vanishes.
No! He's gonna aura the earth, like trying to like to like dig to get her.
There's nothing there. It's empty. It's just a hole you make.
He keeps digging.
You find blood. There's just blood everywhere.
Is it his own blood?
It doesn't seem to be. Well, you can't really tell, but no, it doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
You don't have time for a DNA test.
I think after like 100 meters into the hole, that's the point when maybe he gives up.
And you hear that same screaming from inside the cabin, this time higher pitch and possibly high pitch, and a couple more cracks of gunshots from inside as well.
Oh fuck, am I dead? This is like a Lethal Company encounter.
I think Tane was inspired by it.
Alright, by the time he picks himself out of his hole like forfeit, what does he find when he goes inside the cabin?
Okay, Chelsea, as you've collapsed to the floor basically. Well, you're on the floor anyway. You just experienced that horrifying thing. Like a minute later, Vasilii bursts in, covered in blood.
I scream again, driver, he's come to kill us!
Okay, now this one's real. I think.
What are you talking about?
He's covered in blood, right?
Hey,
He is covered head to toe in copious amounts of blood.
Stay away from me!
Hey, Vasilii, do you remember the game of billiards we played with Major O?
Okay, so just a quick reminder. Chelsea called it pool. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of weird
correct?
how Driver is calling it billiards now. Yeah, Chelsea called it pool.
Okay. Yeah, the right name, yeah. With that good fellow Masterson.
Okay, you're real.
Now, Driver, and he's trying to say this as calmly as possible, but you can tell there's a lot of edge still to his voice. I need you to just stand aside for a second.
Why is that?
We've got an impostor among us.
I'm already aware, and it's not the Chelsea that... And if you're about to attack Chelsea, I've already confirmed it's not her.
You're awfully calm about this.
It takes... I have to keep a level head in these situations. It's all I can do and to keep the team together.
Well,
I saw something.
I don't know how you confirmed for the real Chelsea. I'm still not even sure you're the real you. But this is how you know it's the real me. And he taps. Okay, I probably should have. Is there like food in this place, like rations?
There's like some canned food, yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take out like a piece of, like, I guess, dried meat or whatever. He's gonna tap it, and hopefully it turns back into like like a tiny piece of an old dead animal.
Yeah, so it becomes a rat, disturbingly enough.
Okay, a dead rat. Okay, good enough for you?
Excuse me?
As in, like, good enough proof, like it's the real Vasilii.
Yeah, I've already figured it was you. Don't worry.
Now, I need you to hold your hands behind your back while I make sure you're the real you.
Fine.
And he taps the Driver on the forehead. Does he like devolve into Renaissance Driver?
Yes, he does.
I think Vasilii breathe a sigh of relief now. Wait, is Chelsea like still conscious? She's been like awfully quiet for a while instead of screaming.
She's looking at Driver right now, and like she puts a finger in her ear, tries to listen closer.
Finger to her ear. What isn't that? That's
like when you clear the earwax out of your ear with like a pinky.
Okay, so she stopped like screaming and everything.
Yeah. Well, she's definitely shaken up. She mentioned she saw something, but now she's trying to like listen to Driver specifically.
Wait, we're all in the same room, right?
Yes.
So.
Oh, okay. The image got a bit fuzzy in my head, but with
Wait.
all the blood, yeah.
And this is in character. Quick question, Vasilii.
Hit me.
However you devolved me, how would you be sure if this was actually my ancestor or not? If I was an imposter, this could just be anyone's ancestor.
That's how I know it's you, driver. An imposter wouldn't be such a smart ass about this.
Glad to hear it.
No. Chelsea, and his voice is getting a bit harder again, like iron.
Yes.
Don't resist.
Don't resist.
He says with the blood all over his face.
What are you doing?
And he taps their forehead to see if they turn into Renaissance Chelsea. Actually, wait, has she shared a photo of her dad or her mom before?
Absolutely none.
Okay.
Vasilii, as you tap at Chelsea's head, you see her face split into an inhuman grin for a moment, suddenly snapping back and becoming Renaissance Chelsea, or something close to it. It looks a little bit different than what you saw earlier.
She's the fake one, and he starts trying to aura Chelsea.
What?
Okay.
Stop! I try to bring up Ludo to block it.
Driver is going to jump in front of the aura and try and not block them, but just try and deflect them.
Okay, so the fish auras are deflected onto what, furniture, walls, or just air, or.
So, I guess it's maybe catching it in the palms.
I'm just. I was thinking yeah, sure,
Parrying.
fine.
I
was thinking Dark Souls parrying. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I was trying to think of a cool way to explain it, but I couldn't do it.
The thing in
a short way to do it.
The thing in part 4 where Crazy Diamond deflects Killer Queen's
Yes, that's a very good one. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that will be from Vasilii. That will be his aura, which is power and speed, against Driver's parry, which is wit and durability.
All right. Wait, testing?
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from Vasilii.
That's
1,
a 3 from me.
2, 3. Yeah. So you jump in to deflect this. You manage to like catch a few basically, but then the rest of this sequence of punches just sort of overwhelms your defense, and you're sent flying backwards into the cabin wall, like into a cabinet, like shattering it.
Oof. Does Driver's like stand, which I'm assuming he was using, it's all like very metallic and slick, modern looking.
It turns into an even older tape recorder.
My God. Okay.
The very first Sony Walkman.
So, yeah, the entries sort of shatter into like broken machine, but you do see like bits of like black blood dripping for a second from them before fading away.
Wait, black blood from Driver?
From Driver and stand for a moment, yes.
I guess there's no one I can trust.
I get the paranoia, but we can't act rashly.
You have taken a hit, by the way, Driver. I do apologize.
That's fine.
Thanks for apologizing. That makes it better.
I think while Driver is like doing that thing where he like slams into a wall and has like that face everyone makes an anime when they like slam into a wall.
Yeah, where their like eyes widen and their mouth goes and then they like cough up.
Yeah, right. Can Vasilii take that opportunity to go after Chelsea, this imposter Chelsea again?
I'm not an imposter. Can I fucking do something to him with Ludo to make him chill? Can I like whack him?
You can certainly try, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have Ludo, as he's running at me, try and like trip him. It's gonna be like, you know that move in martial arts where you like sweep the leg and then you like hold them down?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm gonna try and do that with Ludo.
And what are you trying to do to Chelsea then? Vasilii specifically.
Is he able to perceive this sweep in time or not?
This is her reaction, basically, to what you're doing.
Right. I think you're just like trying to just rush towards her as quickly as possible and get like a devolution aura in, and then try and interrogate her.
Okay,
so you go for another aura.
I am at 0 hits, so I don't know what'll happen if you get me to -1. I know -2.
I mean, he's not trying to like kill this imposter. He's trying to like incapacitate them.
I'm not an imposter. I'm Chelsea.
Vasilii knows what he saw. He saw that flash of monstrous teeth.
I think I know exactly what's actually happening, but I don't know if it would be metagaming to say it.
It would be.
So it'll be power and speed from Vasilii, and for finesse, speed and precision from Chelsea.
Alright. Speed and precision from me?
Yes, it would be. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn. This is like the Iago again, where he rolls his best against his teammates.
Fuck. Yeah. I'm dead, I think.
Hey, he's not going for a lethal attack, I repeat.
Yeah,
so you raise you go to like trip him up, but
Darnell, he's already said he's not trying to take health away.
Oh, okay. So I just set to 0 out of 3 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so your limbs are devolved into like useless like tendrils that you can't really control with this devolution aura, and so you're just helpless on the floor as he has devolved you and restrained you.
This is incredibly
Vasilii, stop being stupid and think about what you're doing for 3 seconds.
I'll give you one chance, whoever you are. Where is Chelsea?
I am Chelsea! What do you want?
How large is this, like, primordial kind of fish, Chelsea? Is it, like, just the human head and then, like, a fish body?
That's
like a reverse worm? Okay, that's what I was kind of picturing, then. And if that is the case, he's gonna try picking her up and, like, shaking her.
If you don't believe it's Chelsea, let me prove it to you. Chelsea, Masterson did something during the pool game that pissed you off. What was it?
What? You mean the billiards game?
Shut up.
He kept insisting it was billiards, and he kept not playing the game right. He just kept, like, hitting all the balls.
What? That's what you're supposed to do.
No, but, like, not in the sockets or one at a time. He just kept trying to hit them all and throw them.
That's what you're supposed to do.
No, it's not!
The voice sounded somewhat demonic there, you notice.
Shut up!
Vasilii, listen to me. If any sort of being was trying to replace us, why would it try to copy such an insignificant memory?
I think it's an insignificant member there. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I almost cried.
Surely it couldn't possibly copy every single memory.
I think while Driver's doing this, Vasilii like also got a bit shaken by how intense Chelsea's anger was over like the game being called incorrectly by her, of course, pool instead of billiards, and her insistence that you're supposed to like actually get the balls into like the sockets, which is also, of course, Chelsea being wrong, and like as
My God.
You know, the two of them are using their own approaches, one of emotion and one of like reason. He like drops the fish Chelsea, and I think that might be enough to like convince him for now. Okay,
I can't.
Maybe
breathe.
this is
My
the real
gills
Chelsea.
Can't receive air like this. I'm dying. This is horrifying. This is extremely traumatizing. Please turn me back into a human.
This was the life of our ancestors.
You violated my personal space and my body, and
There's some strange, like, there's a very undistinct for being turned into a half-fish.
Yeah.
My personal space.
Like, I feel, like, extremely violated.
My personal space is the sea, not the land.
Are you a man of the sea or a man of the land?
Turn me back or put me in a nice tank. I can't breathe.
Okay. He like de-evolves her, but slowly, so she doesn't like feel like she's exploding as she like gets her limbs back.
I don't think Chelsea can ever look at Vasilii the same way after that, because she was helplessly
You've seen me
fish and thrown around.
She has seen him do the fish move like dozens of times.
But not to her.
She hasn't been on the receiving end of it. Stigma.
Yeah, you violated sacred trust. You changed my body against my will and then shook me around and called me an imposter.
Maybe she'll be more sympathetic towards all the hostages we keep taking now.
You're a very not good person, Vasilii, and I thought wrong about you.
I can't tell how much of this is in character, by the way.
It is all in character. She's there, like, there's like a tear in her eye. She's like, I can't believe you did that to me.
I really like the idea. I really like the idea that while she's like bleeding out on the floor, she gave out like that whole very verbose thing of, like, you're a very not nice person, but silly.
That's exactly what happened. I mean, think about it. You just kind of like grabbed her, changed her against her will, shook her around, and we're like, "You're not real." That's tragic.
I mean, her ability is like dealing with the corpses of people's dead loved ones. So
I have never once used someone's own dead loved one against them.
That seems like session 1.
What?
You did turn someone into a bicycle first session.
That's true, but I didn't make them fight their dead loved ones. I've never done that move.
Has she had an opportunity to do that?
I don't think she would if she had the opportunity. That'd be pretty messed up.
Alright.
She did just strip the skin off so they couldn't tell it was their loved one.
Okay, I think by this point, Vasilii goes like, okay, you're the real Chelsea, but you don't have some way to drive her. You're like a scanning guy. Can't you look inside her head or something? Maybe there's a bug inside her.
You've already violated my body. Can you not violate my mind, please? Can you please just calm down for 1 second and we can talk? Can we be normal men and talk?
I can replicate physical objects, but I can't exactly scan someone's brain.
Well,
look,
did you not see a driver?
Clearly,
I tapped her, and she smiled.
And yes,
big teeth.
Like I've been trying to say, there is something here that is fucking with us and trying to turn us against each other. We cannot act on the first impression we get. We have to stay calm and think about things rationally.
Which reminds me, before you came in and attacked me, I was trying to say, God, I just put one thing after the other. When it was just me and Driver, I sensed this dead presence. He couldn't see anything, neither could I, but when it was right in front of me, I saw it for a second. It looked like my son, but I know that's not right because my son's not dead. I would know if that's the case. I think whatever's happening here is affecting our minds. It's making us paranoid. What if there's not an imposter? What if this is the effect?
You're saying this is an enemy stand attack?
Yes, but maybe it's a little bit different than we think it is.
Go on.
Well, you guys keep talking about an imposter, but I haven't seen any extra bodies around. All I've seen is, for a brief moment, you'll look not like you do, or Driver will sound not like he does, or I see my son supposedly dead. I don't think whatever's happening is like trying to pretend to be any of us. I think something's messing with our minds and trying to convince us it's one thing or another, so we distrust each other.
That's not right. That's not right. There's another Chelsea outside with me.
Where is she?
Why didn't you bring her here?
Do you want to follow me? And he's gonna, if they do, he's gonna point like the giant hole in the ground he made. Something took her, and I kept digging, but what?
There's no hole.
So in other words,
No,
so
that
in
can't
other
be
words,
right.
there was a.
I know I
there-
was there.
Hang on. So in other words, there was a fake Chelsea that you can't show us, and there's no evidence of it being there, which leads more evidence to Chelsea and I's theory of someone messing with our minds.
If Vasilii like punched the spot where he thought the hole was, does it like, is it just solid ground?
And so when you punch the hole, it's solid ground, but your hand like goes into it, and when you pull it out, it is like stained red.
Can he shows the blood to the others? Can they see it? They could see like the blood earlier you mentioned.
Can we see the blood?
What blood?
I can't tell if that's a Teng joke or not.
No,
It is not.
I
For some reason they're looking at you like you're crazy, Vasilii.
Okay. Surely you can see this, right? And he's gonna like scoop his arm into the hole. Like obviously Vasilii doesn't know, but like what do they see when he puts his arm in the hole?
They're seeing you like digging through the snow like a carefree child,
Oh, that's cute, Vasilii.
but you're digging through blood and guts right now.
He brings out his
Like I said, something's messing with our minds. We're clearly not seeing whatever this is supposed to be.
Tin, do I still have any skeleton bits in me, or did I lose everything in the escape?
You still got some.
I'm gonna take a bone out, and I'm gonna snap it in half, and I'm gonna hand it to each of them, and I'm gonna say, if you guys hold on to this, as long as you stay within 15 or so meters of me, I'll be able to tell where you are and who you are. And as long as you trust me, then you can trust each other, because I can verify who you are. So what we need to do is stick together. I was working on a plan with Driver about digging a tunnel out of here. And once we make our escape, maybe we can get out of range of whatever's affecting us, gather our bearings, and get back to good trouble.
Driver suddenly realizes he doesn't know how he got that radio working.
I thought it might be Kay. Someone's impersonating Kay and giving us bad info. Hold on. Do we all just like look at the radio at the same time?
I think Driver's the only one that knows he got it working. He didn't show it to anyone else.
Oh yeah, go for it. Try to play it for me, and I can tell you if, like, maybe it'll be the same thing as with the blood, where we can't hear anything.
I go over to the radio and I turn it on. Neil, this is Driver. Come in.
Good to hear from you, Drive. What's going on?
I hold the radio out to them.
Could we hear anything?
You can't hear anything, but you can smell with disgust as Driver extends a dead rat towards the two of you.
Driver, that's a dead rat.
I see. I drop the rat on the floor.
Driver, we've got more information on Parasite. It seems it may be a stand that has you in a dream state. There's an axe in the tree in the back. You need to take it. Understand? You need to wake up.
I look over to Vasilii. Vasilii, when you were outside, did you see an axe or something?
He takes a step back. Why do you know that? How do you know that?
Because from my perspective, I'm hallucinating someone warning me about an axe.
Yeah, there's an axe, but it's old and rusty. It's no good. It'll break before it can split someone's head.
Don't worry. We just... Vasilii, can you go remove the axe from the tree?
The fucking gif I just saw.
Yeah, if you go to the tree, the axe is there. Sort of it's still embedded in it. Sap dripping from the blade. It actually, the first time you saw it, it seemed quite rusty and not very good. But now you see it looks sharp. It looks good. It looks nice to hold.
Vasilii,
Just for a quick question, what does that axe look like to you? To you two?
I can't move unless someone helps me. I'm too injured.
I'm carrying Chelsea.
Oh, right.
I'm carrying Chelsea like Clank again.
Nice. Can I see the axe? Does it look the same to me, Tan?
What axe?
I don't see an axe.
Vasilii.
And you, driver?
I imagine I don't either.
You can see an axe.
Oh. I reach out and I try to pull the axe out.
It comes out cleanly, like coming out of butter. It's very light.
Vasilii, what do you see right now?
You see driver holding an axe towards you.
For me, does it just look like his hands clasped around nothing?
He's miming, yeah.
Yeah.
I see my brother's axe.
Hmm.
What axe? What are you two talking about?
We're all seeing different perceptions. I think we're all trapped in different dream worlds, but have some measure of interaction with each other.
Does that mean we need to sleep together?
I'm not doing that.
No,
I mean fall asleep at the same time.
But if we combine the information from our different perceptions, we might be able to figure out something. From my perception, I was hearing Neil Speedwagon tell me to remove this axe from the tree, but I didn't know the axe was there. From the way you're acting, this axe seems to be important to you, right?
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, hold on.
And Chelsea doesn't see the axe at all.
If we're dreaming, I try and pinch myself. Does anything happen, Tan?
You don't feel any pain.
I don't feel any pain when I pinch myself.
I pinch
Vasilii
myself
pinches
as well.
himself.
You don't feel any pain, any of you?
I see. So my hallucination about Speedwagon's warning was correct then. We are in some sort of dream world.
Well, I remember...
But the solution he gave me to escape didn't work.
What was it?
He told me to remove this axe from the tree.
Huh.
The axe gleams in your hand.
Everyone, focus fire on this axe right now.
That means just like in the light, I mean, it's not like glowing.
I know.
Okay.
I'm gonna whack... well, I can't see the axe.
I drop it on the floor right in front of me and have... I have Proto Men project like a fucking minigun, and I start opening fire on it.
Oh yeah, can Proto Men record it and project it, and then can I see it?
Oh, can I do that?
Sure.
Can I see whatever Proto Men's projecting?
You can. It's projecting your dead son.
That's not an axe. Oh my god!
When I say dead son, it's like sort of tied up, basically.
That looks like my son.
So, I immediately end the projection out of concern for Chelsea's well-being. So Vasilii and I are both seeing an axe, but Chelsea's seeing her son. What does that mean?
I saw him earlier too, and I felt that presence. Something's not right.
And I'm guessing Jack.
Do each of us have a different core for our dream world that we need to get rid of?
If we're inside a dream, maybe. I remember reading once in a book that the best...
I feel so bad for Dune. He's just been sitting here and he can't join.
Not in China. At base, healing. Yeah, maybe Dune can bust us out of the dream. Smile. Right, Tan? Can he save us? Tan?
Anyways, what were you saying?
I was saying, I remember reading in a book once, if you get stuck in a dream, you just have to find something inconsistent with reality. And then you can become aware and wake yourself up. Like
lucid dreaming. I've heard of this concept before.
Yeah, so maybe we just have to find that. I mean, we kind of already have, but I'm gonna try something. Tan, I try to imagine. I try to rotate an apple in my mind, and I try to bring this apple into reality.
An apple appears in your hand.
Can you guys see this?
They don't.
Oh, great! Now everyone can do Proto Men.
They don't. You don't see it, driver.
Vasilii imagines something, and he imagines giant arachnid legs growing out of his back. Does that happen?
Well, yes, from your perspective, since that happens, no one else seems to see it though.
So, we are in fact in. We all have our own dream world, but it's somehow linked together. But I don't understand.
Wait, I have an idea.
If
I'm gonna think really hard, Tan.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna imagine that Bats is here.
Okay, so
Hey, Dune, are you here?
give me a second. I just need to do something real quick.
Dude.
maybe this is disrupting a plan you already had.
Sorry, I was just trying to think of a way to get him in the session. If I could summon him as a dream assistant.
So, from all your perspectives, suddenly the figure of Bat seems to appear like in the middle, like transparent, almost ghostly, like phasing in and out, almost like an unstable television signal. For a second,
You need to wake up. The axe. The axe is the key. You're the lock. I'm sorry. You can't keep me here long.
Bats!
We're the lock. And it's. I take the axe and I kill myself.
oh, how are you? What method are you gonna do from this?
I immediately slit my throat with the axe.
Is it more like you like sever your head? I feel like unless you're like making a really shallow
I
cut.
mean, an axe can be used to slide across something to cut it with.
Yeah,
okay,
unless
yeah,
it's
okay,
sharp
it's
edge.
okay,
serrated.
shallow cut.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Okay, I
That's metal
forgot.
as
Okay, I guess
fuck.
from Vasilei's POV, the axe is still rusty. It's only from Jack's that it's sharp, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, driver, you bring it to your throat, go to tug it, and suddenly there's a gunshot striking the axe and knocking it out of your hand. As it's almost like you've had extra pair of eyelids over your eyes, like a film over your vision. It seems to clear. Everything seems brighter. Everything seems more real. You're still standing exactly where you are, but you realise now, and you don't understand how you didn't realise before, there's a helicopter descending from above, and like standing out, leaning out of this helicopter, screaming at you all, is Bats, who seems to be the one who just fired that gunshot to knock the axe out of your hands.
Hey,
Wait, so we're all out, or is only driver out?
You're all out, it seems.
Okay.
What happened?
Sorry it took me so long to figure out your message.
Jesus Christ, I leave for 1 week and you guys are all trying to kill yourselves. That says as he leaves the helicopter.
Oh, is that not the right way to interpret that message?
What are you talking about?
I think it was trying to trick us into killing ourselves with the axe, whatever it was. When we figured out we
probably.
wouldn't kill each other. Very shining, very thing, very lethal company. I'm spooked. Bats! Oh, thank God it's you. Please tell me High Power's with you.
He is. Well, sort of. I could get you guys back to base, but what the fuck is going on?
It's a long story. Can we just get out of here first?
Apparently we're trapped in some sort of dream world.
Okay, maybe it's not that long of a story.
All right, get on board. I'll call it in.
I assume we all get on, Tanhony?
But wait, hold on. Vasilii pinches himself.
It hurts.
Ow.
We made it. Wait, does that mean there's like a big slit across Driver's neck?
There was like a little bit of a one, like right, he was about to cut his own throat.
Oh my God. Wait, what was the way we were supposed to get out of this then, Tan?
He was supposed
Was
to.
Vasilii supposed to? Was Village supposed to destroy the axe because it was like the most significant to him? I thought it was gonna be like the one where like, oh yeah, Vasilii had to get rid of the axe. Chelsea
I
has to, like, get rid of her son or something.
genuinely don't know what else the solution was supposed to be. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. That was tricky.
Don't worry. You got out of it. You're safe.
I'm so... Thank you for saving us, Bats. Bats, I missed you so much.
I know. I mean, Jesus, I was only gone for a few weeks.
You have no idea. Vasilii turned me into a fish against my will. He started shaking me.
The fish?
Yeah, he turned me into a fish person.
Well, fuck, that's... You know, maybe that's reparations for what you did to that other fish person.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Why are you
This is
all
true.
justifying this like it's normal behavior? That guy tortured innocent people to give them wounds. I'm your friend. It is not the same thing.
Chelsea, I completely advocated for killing him. It's all right.
Whatever, let's just get back to the train or wherever we're going. I don't want to come here anymore. I want to go before the sniper gets us.
Wait, I just realized, is Chelsea like Renaissance Chelsea or else? Like, is she still wounded heavily in the moment?
Yeah, yes.
I'm bleeding out actively. Well, not actively. You guys
Okay.
put bandages on me, but... Oh,
So
wait, those
as
are
you're-
flame bandages!
Whoa.
No, you got bandages
Yeah,
on
that's
you.
what I was saying.
Okay, this bandage is on me. I'm good.
Well, fuck, where's the user?
I don't know,
Doesn't-
but it's not the only one. There's a guy with a gun, and there's Vasili's fucking dad, too.
Okay, I missed a
don't.
lot.
I don't want to.
As you are assembling to get on the helicopter, there's suddenly a loud bang from like the tree line, and a human figure like goes flying out the trees and lands in a heap.
Not
Like,
our
he's, like,
problem,
something
I
from the
say.
front.
Does it look like one of us?
It doesn't look like one of you. It seems like a man holding a sniper rifle, but one of his arms has just been like torn clean off. And weirdly, instead of blood, like across that gash, instead of blood and gore, it's like pebbles, like rock, basically, inside him.
Of course, he was a fucking rock person.
Oh. Oh, God, we gotta go. I think that was Vasili's dad who did that.
The guy's like sitting up, trying to like vainly point his sniper rifle towards the tree line.
Yep, we gotta go. Come on, Bats.
Dan, can I make a saving action here?
Absolutely.
I'm going to try to ricochet a ball and try to knock the sniper rifle out of his hands.
Why would you do that? He's fighting off the guy. Whatever.
Is he not pointing at us?
He's not attacking us.
He
No, he's
attacked
fighting
us at
someone
first,
else.
But now he's fighting Vasili's dad, and we don't know what his allegiances are.
Oh,
We do
never
know-
mind that. All right.
We do
I
know his
thought- I
dad's
thought he-
associated with Better Angels in some capacity.
Right. I thought he was pointing the sniper rifle at us.
No,
You're
he's
good, you're
pointing
good.
at
No
trees.
Yeah, let's fucking book it. I don't want to see Vasili Sr. come and kill us.
Right. Okay.
Never call him that again.
What's his name?
He stays silent.
His name, I guess.
If you don't give us a name to call him, we're not gonna. Whatever.
Okay, OOC, I hadn't thought about his name.
His name, Albert Einstein. Alright, yeah, let's go.
Okay. And as you are taking off in the helicopter and escaping from this mountain, you hear some more gunshots from behind, like bang, 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 and they suddenly stop, and then you don't hear another gunshot.
Jesus fuck. Vasili, your dad is a menace.
And also,
You just figured?
Yeah, I haven't met him before. That was
I also want
terrifying.
to point out when he got resurrected, he had literally nothing. He was butt ass naked in this. Though he was.
I was
Kelsey,
just-
didn't you know his dad was a war criminal?
Yeah, but like usually war criminals, have people do things for them while they sit back and rake and catch. They don't like catch bullets in their teeth and like. rip
Oh,
people's
that's the
arms
kind
off.
of monster you meant.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've managed
You know,
to escape
Chelsea.
from the mountains.
Yes.
You know,
Bats.
Chelsea, anyone can be a war criminal if they try hard enough.
I
Even
know-
us.
I'm actually pretty good at being a war criminal.
Isn't using corpses as weapons against the Geneva Convention?
That's why I said I'm pretty good at being a war criminal. I don't even have to try that hard.
I'm pretty sure espionage in general, the whole line of work that we're in, we could probably be put under trial for something.
Yeah.
Oh, please. War criminals don't get put on trial. The Americans take them and make them work on their space rockets.
That's true.
It's too real.
Okay, and as the helicopter flies off at a distance, we sort of pan down back to the cabin, underneath it to the cellar, where in the centre, sitting there, is like a flayed, rotting corpse, basically. The wound called parasites will continue to lie in wait for new victims as we fade to black.
Is it like, what was that stand that like attacked us from the future again? I always forget its name. From part 1?
I know what you're talking about.
What'd you say, Tan?
Spinal Tap?
Yeah, was it like Spinal Tap where it's just like attached to the building, or like Anubis style, or does it have a user?
Like,
the user was the dead body in the cellar.
Whose body was it?
Who knows?
Vasilii, your family are freaks. I don't want to.
Okay, so I'm curious. How exactly were we supposed to escape from the dream? Were you just setting it up for Dune to rescue us, or?
Well, destroying the cabin would have done it because that would have destroyed the corpse.
Oh.
But,
Okay.
Okay. Wait, was the idea Darnell and I had viable? Where it's like we have to destroy like precious symbols to us, like Vasilii, the axe of like Ron.
the axe was more
Chelsea,
something
like,
it just sort of
Regent.
picks up on and then uses like a big prop. It's like, oh, you can kill yourself with this as a weapon.
Okay.
I'll be honest. So what I thought it was is I thought it was an imposter, but I thought Kay was the imposter feeding bad intel so we would get paranoid at each other until like later in when like we all had the weird perceptions and shit.
I'm gonna be honest. I just think the cabin thing could have been foreshadowed.
Yeah, it was a little bit
maybe
messy. I
little.
apologize.
No, it's
It's-
fine.
it's
You're
fine.
experimenting. I would rather you be creative and something is not 100% than like just the same punch ghosts over and over.
I
That's
mean,
fine.
the thing when I say that, I'm not saying it as to like say, oh, this thing was bad. I'm saying like, oh, you can learn from this and make
Yeah,
something
absolutely,
even
absolutely.
cooler next time.
Yeah, Tan.
All I know is that in the 2 campaigns in a row now, for whatever reason, my character always gets their best rolls when it's fighting your teammates.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Vasilii's evil pill.
I'm sorry we only got you in near the end, Bats. Dune.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I came in late anyways because my fucking computer decided to crash and I couldn't get it to start up and I thought I lost everything.
Yeah, you might want to back up your drive while you got the chance.
Oh, I fucking did. Trust me, because it's like a 3 or 4 year old laptop at this point, so the battery's probably on its way out.
Yeah.
Because
That's not good.
yeah, no, it's fucked. I'm not like the most like
I'm gonna end the video real quick.
okay.
All right, bye.